What's up, everybody? Welcome to podcast now. I'm Alex, and in this video I want to talk about what will we all do when we finally see Batman. Now, this has been one that kind of actually just popped into my mind. I had promised you guys I wanted to do some different kinds of videos, mix it in with speculation videos. We did that a couple of days ago. I'm going to be doing that one more time on the next video after this one. So again, kind of bookending them back and forth, going back and forth on these different topics. But this is one I felt was pretty interesting because this allows me, I think, to talk about a lot of different stuff, maybe go into like my personal life, what I have kind of noticed from you guys, and just kind of have a very, I think, hopefully a different discussion than we normally have. But this is, I think, again, this is something that I have thought about on and off of, is like, what does the day look like when we finally see this game? Now, we've gone through every possible day known to man as to when it could happen, right? So, I mean, it could happen when, I know every single video, every single live stream, all that kind of stuff, I see people asking me about it, like, when do I think it's going to come on? And truly, I love that. I really, really do love that. It means a lot to me. You guys are the absolute greatest, and I'm so happy we've been able to build this community together. And to be honest with you, and I am, I honestly always try to be upfront and honest with you guys, and I think that's what makes the moment, that's what's going to make the moment so special, because truthfully, one day we will wake up and Batman will be announced. Now, will it be like we will know that it's coming before it happens? That's possible, and maybe that could impact it. Maybe that could take away from like just how monumental that day would be. But truthfully, even if that happens, I really don't see how that day isn't just a monumental day for all of us, truly, because, you know, I started talking about these last July very, very consistently, maybe too consistently for some people, but I've had an absolute blast, and I love talking about it. And you guys know me. You guys know me by now. You know probably that I'm not even like, I don't know all of the comics of Batman. I don't know all that much about him, all the different universes, all the different storylines with him. I had to look up who the Court of Owls even were. So I think that it's been a very humbling and cool experience for me that I kind of get to bring in my own, what I think about gaming and just how I see the gaming industry, kind of use that, again, to kind of hopefully guide you guys through all this stuff. And you guys have definitely helped me out so much as well. And so really it's a bringing together moment that I think that it's going to be when we finally get this. But I can tell you, I've pictured it. I've pictured what it would be like when we finally get to see it. And you know, I thought we were there. I thought we were there at the Game Awards. I truly did. I know maybe people are never going to let me outlive that moment. I don't care. That's that's for them to constantly go back to for that reason. I go back to it too, but for different reasons. I was so excited for the Game Awards, and I was watching it like with my eye. I never blinked. I didn't blink, I think, for that full 2 hours. I just watched the entire thing, and I truly was. I was so heartbroken at the end when we didn't get anything. And yeah, that's my fault. That's my fault for getting me pumped up. But the point of it, the point I want to drive home in this video is like how into it I was and how ready I was for it to happen, so I could kind of share it with you guys. We could all kind of take the next step, because truthfully, that is the next thing. It's gonna be an amazing moment when the game is shown. Okay, it's gonna finally, and I've talked about it multiple times, we finally get to look at all those people that have said it's not a Batman game. It's like, what are you doing? What do you mean it's not a Batman game? The people that have said it's not a Batman game, that they're doing something else, that it's just never coming. The people that, even the people, and so those are the people that, yeah, they may come back. Do we want them back? I'm not sure. To be honest, again, with you guys, the people I want back are the people that are definitely hardcore, and just the people that have kind of gotten bored, or kind of like it's all kind of like dried up, where it's like, you know what, I'm not gonna keep hyping myself up. And while I do remember a lot of your names, and I feel like, you know, we've gone back in comments, and I try and read all of your comments, even if I don't respond to them. I try to read all of them. I feel like we know each other. Another thing is we've had people too over the last many months that are, I assume, still part of the community. I don't think they've unsubscribed. They probably have just, again, kind of checked out, and we've seen that with each wave of news when it comes to Batman, and then I guess lack of news, right? When something doesn't happen Batman related, there has been several waves. I'd say probably 3 waves at least, where people have said like, hey, I just got to check out. And that is what I'm very excited about, because I'm excited for them to come back. I'm excited for all of us to be able to join up in one. And it's not just me. Obviously, you got Degenerate Jay, who I think does a phenomenal job. He's a really, really great guy. And you got all the other Arkham, which maybe I'm not the biggest fans of all of them, but you have all the rest of them, right? And together we form this Arkham community, and we each have our own little, subdivision. Some subdivisions obviously are a little bit bigger depending on the audience. I believe I'm one of, if not the smallest one. Okay, and you know what? I kind of have a little bit of pride being the underdog, being the smallest one out of all of them, but still having my voice be able to be heard with you guys. Again, it truly means a lot, and it's a really, really special and cool thing. But I feel like the Game Awards moment for me is going to happen again when it finally happens. Again, if we know like a lead up, maybe that actually adds to it, because it's like, okay, it's going to be shown at this show. It's on June 6th at 10 a.m. Pacific time or whatever, and we're all sitting there and we're like, oh dear God, like because if it happens during their like a conference, if it happens during like a Warner Bros. Online show where they're going to show Rocksteady, Warner Bros. Montreal, Harry Potter, maybe a Monolith game, all these kind of stuff, they're going to show it, and it's like, let's just sit down and buckle your seatbelt because we're in for a ride. And I feel like that is going to be such an amazing moment. And again, I see it two different ways. I see that moment, and I see just how amazing it's going to be to finally see it. And again, kind of have like that set. Again, truthfully, it is satisfaction, because we've always been onto it. We've always hit the nail on the head. A lot of people just come and go, and I'm talking about like journalists and people that report on these games. They come and go. They're very like non-believing. They pretend to be fans, whereas the people that have been dedicated are dedicated, and that's why I don't mince words. It's why I try to be straight up and honest with you guys. And that coming to fruition in front of our eyes is going to be such a special moment. And that's part one. And that's the next part of this video. Funny enough, that was part one of this video. Truthfully, that next part is what excites me so much. Even from a personal level, I will be, again, honest with you guys personally. I mean, you've seen what the channel has become in the last year. There's no mincing words. There's no like hiding it. You've seen that we've grown, right? And then a lot of people, Degenerate Jay has grown massively. And again, it's really, really awesome for him. And this channel has grown very, very consistently. And it's not just all Batman. I think I pride myself personally. I all these videos, I'm in all of them. I record them all. I edit them all. I get them all up. And Tyler does such an awesome job with the thumbnails and stuff. But I like the diversity of the channel. I like that we've been able to build it up in a lot of different ways. But again, there's no hiding it. One of the biggest ways that we have grown the channel was Batman. Okay, earlier on, back in July, back in August, I remember publishing videos on YouTube, and they would do 2, 3, 4, 5,000, however many, and we would just get an influx every single time. We'd get 10, 20, 30, 40 new subscribers every single video. Now, obviously, that's slowed down mainly because I've captured. I really have captured the night. I've captured you guys. I've captured as many people as I think I can for right now. Obviously, we're still growing every time, but it's kind of been limited because at this point, everybody that's kind of in the know is in the know. And again, people have kind of jumped off, people have left, and I'm excited again to get them all back. And so again, from a personal level, from a channel perspective, we're in for quite a ride. And it's not just Batman. The channel has grown very, very well. I'm very excited to see where it goes in the future, not just with the Batman game, but with Rocksteady and with the Batman film. And you could say, well, can you do anything but DC? Sure I can. Let me list you the 5,000 videos, more realistically, like 3,000 videos I've done probably on the time of being on YouTube, all the different stuff. And all of those things are going to add to how big the channel will one day become. But obviously, this video is specifically talking about Batman. I can't wait. And from a content perspective for you guys, that's something I absolutely can't wait, because talking about like what will we all do when we see this game, firstly is like freak out and just have an absolute blast and just enjoy the satisfaction that we knew it was coming. We were right. We stuck through it all the way. Even people that left, I mean, they can still rejoice and say, oh my God, finally, like I can jump back in. And that is such a great feeling. And then what happens? Well, the game doesn't come out that day. I don't know if people know that. I know people have said that I've said that's going to happen. I don't know where they are getting their stuff from, but it's I really don't know. The game obviously would come out months and months later, and that's honestly a good thing because we need time to digest all the stuff we get. If you guys think I was milking it or we're making too many videos now, wait until, that's just, see, that is a kind of reeling in, that's getting the trolls out there. No, realistically, I think the video amounts, the amount of videos I make on them would probably stay the same. And I think they would be more engaging for a lot of people because you'd get the people that have been with us for so long, but you'd also get all these new people. Look out into the world. There are hundreds of thousands of people that don't know about this game. There truly are. And once this game is revealed, think of all the new people that are going to come in. And I mean, I can think about that from a business perspective, like, oh, a podcast now is really going to get bigger. But I also think about that from just a community perspective, that we're going to have all these new people, all these new ideas, all these new theories, all these new just discussions that you guys can have with each other, you guys can have with me, all the, again, new ideas that can be bounced off. And think about what I can do with the videos. I can make I know people have asked, like, where do you think the story is going to go? More talk with, like, the villains. Which heroes should we play as? How let's set up the DC universe. There's so many things, and all we literally just need the game. We just need to see it at least once, just a trailer, like a 2-minute trailer, and we'll be able to maybe answer some questions, theorize other things, ask more questions, have so many awesome talk about the gameplay, talk about the multiplayer, maybe there's multiplayer, organize things with that. I mean, the potential is endless. So, I really do look at it as two parts. I look at it as, in that moment, we're all going to be staring at whatever, it could be your phone, could be your computer, could be your TV, whatever you're going to watch, whatever this Batman, and I think we all get pretty, we all get very, amped up when, the teaser images come out. It's going to be like that, but times 100, right? So we're going to probably feel that at least one more time, hopefully, right? Hopefully we get a teaser image at some point. We're all going to feel that, but then when it actually happens, it's going to be monumental. We're going to freak out, most likely. I think a lot of people are just going to be so relieved that we finally get to see it, and then we get to die down a little bit, right? We come off that high, and then we get to just enjoy it and move forward. Arguably, we move forward into a darker path because then we have to talk about how good will this game be? And we get closer to the possibility of the game not being what everybody expects, disappointing people. Because you can't really disappoint people with a game that we don't know anything about, and we don't, right? We know some things about it, but we don't know, I'd say 99.9% of things about this game we don't know. And so it is kind of weird like that. Actually, there's a lot more potential for people to get even. Do you think people are mad at me now? People are going to get much more mad at me. Imagine if the game sucks, and I have to say that because I believe it, right? Imagine if I think the game sucks and people don't think that. I mean, think about what that's going to do to me. So, but to be honest, I take everything in stride. I love making these videos. You guys are the absolute best. Again, you guys are one of the main reasons we've grown. I mean, this channel, we started the Discord server. The channel has just exploded. We're moving subscribers. We're getting more and more every single day, very, very quickly. I couldn't be more happy. And I couldn't be more happy with you guys. You guys truly rock. I think a lot of you guys understand me, understand where I'm coming from. That's all I want, because we're all on the same team with Batman. We're all on the same team with games and movies. All the videos I make, by the way, if I'm criticizing something, it comes from my heart. If I say I want something to be better, it is truthfully because I want it to be better. But really, all the videos I make, for the most part, are coming at it from I want it to be good perspective. No matter what the video is, no matter what the property is, I don't really make videos on things I absolutely despise just to do it. That's not the first thing that pops in my head when I think about video making. But you guys have been so awesome to me and to this channel throughout this whole thing. So again, I want to thank you. Make sure, as always, you guys are subscribed, have that bell icon rung, and let me know in the comments, guys. Tell me your story. Tell me what you expect yourself to do when we first see this game. Do you expect yourself to be jumping off the wall, all that kind of stuff? Let me know what you're looking forward to for the future when we do get to know all about this game. Let me know in the comments. Again, thank you all so much for watching. We're going to have a little bit of a speculation video next time. We'll go back and forth. forth. Any video ideas you guys want me to make about Batman, let me know. Also, any video, if you guys have any topics for any video, I am going to make like a Hulk video. I'm going to make another, I think I'm going to make like a Flash video, a Flash game video. So I'm trying to do other superheroes. We've talked about Daredevil, Wolverine, Green Arrow. So we've talked about a lot of different ones. I can keep making those, and I plan on doing some different stuff. So I'm definitely listening to your feedback of what you guys want to see, okay? Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video.